this is Tony from Cooking Around. I've been getting a lot of requests for a basic pasta sauce. So there's many different varieties, many different ways to do it. This is the way I like to do it, which I'm going to show you. This is my favorite way, and then I'm going to show you how you can make a little changes to it as you go along to get it more the way you like it. So we have a lot of goodies on here, and we're getting ready to start. So let's go. Okay, and I'm back. Take a pot, have it on medium-high. We take some olive oil, and I put in about 3 tablespoons of olive oil and wait for the temperature to come up. Now we take about 1 medium onion, diced. And now we're going to stir in half of a red pepper, sweet red pepper. You can add yellow or you can add green. I like to use red just to keep the color the same. And that has been diced. And you stir that medium-high heat until until most of the moisture has evaporated from the peppers and the onion. So that would take about anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. Now at this point, if you want it to be a little bit more richer, you could also cut up a medium carrot. You can cut that up and put the carrot in here right now too, which will give you more of a different taste but more richer. But I'm trying to go towards a basic type of tomato sauce right now. And now we add, I have 4 cloves of garlic here. Now if you want more strong garlicky taste, just double the garlic or put less if you want. This is the way I like it. I use 4 cloves in this recipe. Stir that all around. And that goes for another minute, a minute and a half, just to get the garlic blended with the flavors there. And now, what I like to do is I make a little hole in the middle here, push everything to the side. Some people won't agree with me on this, but you know something? This is the way I like to do it. I've been doing this for years. Take some tomato paste, and you put in about 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. You can add more, or you can add less, depending on how rich you want it. And now what I do is I actually fry the tomato paste first in the middle, and then I spread it around. This way it works for me. If you have another way, or your mother said, hey, you know, I never did it that way, or the great Italian chef Gugucci Didici said don't do it that way, well then you do it the way he says, but this is the way I do it. And now it's been fried, stirred all around. Get that tomato sauce everywhere here. We add about 1 teaspoon of red wine vinegar. You can use white if you want. I like to use red wine. And now I add salt. About, say about 3/4 of a tablespoon salt. You can add more, you can add less. We're going to taste it in the end anyways. This is how it is. See how that's becoming? Look at that. Look how rich that's becoming there. I get 2 cartons or 2 cans of tomatoes. Now here is what makes the difference, depending on what type of tomatoes you like. I like basically just the regular tomatoes. You can go towards those fancy Italian ones. Whatever, basically whatever on special. And I pour that in. So if you notice that there's still some tomato residue in there. So water here and rinse that out and use that. So that was 1, and now that's 2. And now you can see I have the liquid in there. Finish that one off. And the other one with the liquid, clean it up. And now we stir that very gently. Now how much water you put in really is a matter of experience. If it starts to really evaporate really fast, then you're going to add more water as the process goes. But right now, if you can see the way it's liquidy here, that's exactly the way I like with the amount of water. Now I add 2 small bay leaves, I like that, and about 3/4 of a tablespoon of sugar. I like using brown sugar. You can use white or you can use honey if you want. And you stir that around and you put the top on. You allow this to come to a boil and then you're going to reduce it to medium and then you are going to let it simmer for 1 hour. Now, if you say, well, on YouTube I saw somebody do it for 30 minutes. Forget it. It doesn't work. This is the only way that I find that it works. If you want to simmer for 30 minutes, go ahead. But now we're going to leave it on for 1 hour on reduced heat. And every now and then, let's say every 10 minutes, come in here and just give it a nice little stir like that. So I take my handy dandy chicken and I set it for 1 hour. And we shall see. Okay, it has been now going for 1 hour and I turn off the heat and look how that is becoming. The smell is just awesome. And now you can see it's still very, very watery. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the blender. Okay, I cooled it down and I put it in the blender. Now, you don't have to blend it. You can continue to the next process without blending it. But I like more of a smooth, textured tomato sauce. This is the way I like it. And like I said, if you don't like it this way, just go on to the next process and just skip this one. So we take it and we're back again. So go back to the original pot and we take our tomato sauce that has been blended and we put in there. Now you can see it has more of a thick, richer consistency. And now I put in 1 tablespoon of oregano and 1 tablespoon of basil. If you want this to taste a little bit strong with herbs, just double or triple this and you'll have a complete different taste completely. And 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. You can add more or you can add less. You can add any type of parsley you want. I happen to like Orlando. And we stir. Get all the herbs mixed around properly. Look at that. Isn't that starting to look beautiful? Take a look at that. Now you can see it has come up to a boil. So what I'm doing now is I'm reducing the heat to low and it's going to be going uncovered here for about half an hour to 40 minutes depending on the consistency of the sauce. I would advise you to come back every 10 minutes and give it a nice little stir like this. And as we come closer to the end, keep an eye on it and stir a little bit more often. Take my handy dandy chicken and we set it for half an hour. So the chicken will call you when the time comes. Now the alarm did go off and I did set it for half an hour, but you know something? It was just still kind of watery, so you have to keep an eye on it. There's really no precise time. So total second time was an extra 15 minutes, so it was another 45 minutes just to get it like you see it here. You see how nice and thick that is? That's the way I like it. If you like it a little more watery, well, that's fine. Now what you have to do is taste it to see your salt content or whether you have to add more herbs or not. And with mine requires another teaspoon of salt. And now all you do is turn off the heat and it's done. Now usually what I do is I let it cool, then I put it into jars and then I put them into the refrigerator. They'll last 1 day. Here we are. We are back with our world famous taste test again. You can see we have the sauce here. So you can use with penne, spaghetti, lasagna, anything you want. Now I'm going to now taste this delicious spaghetti sauce, but I know tomorrow it will taste even better. So here we go. Smells awesome. I love the smell of oregano and basil. And here we go. Very, very, very good. But you know, this would be even better over my pasta dishes. So, what do I say now is thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for spending the time with me. And hello and goodbye from Poland. And hope to see you again on my next cooking recipe.